So hi, good morning everybody. Thank you for having me here. I will quickly jump to the topic for the day, SEO for humans. Usually how I do is I interact and I talk, but as discussed, I will first present and then we can have all the questions. We often hear these terms SEO, digital footprints, social media, digital marketing, everything and anything which goes online for you and for your organization. People say it's digital marketing these days. If you're not online, then you're not valid. So yes, you're not valid if you're not online. If you cannot be searched, if there is no digital footprint, then you are lagging behind. I am not saying that that is something that you cannot do or you should not do. Today what we will talk about here is the keywords and patterns that exist, identification and recognition that exists, any links, contents or creation that you've done for yourself or the company. How many of us have Googled ourselves? How many of us Google ourselves every day? Do we do that?
Never.
So yes. So now today, once you go back, please Google yourself, your company, anything that relates to you and see what digital footprints you have. It is very important. We say that you must have a presence on LinkedIn. We say that your company should have a website. We say that you must attend networking events like this one in the morning. Why do we do that? That is just to create that one little presence of yours. That one little keyword that might relate to you. That one little pattern that you are creating. You might be a baker. You might be in real estate. You might be into garments. You might be a mentor. What is the pattern that you are following in life? What is that little one point of identity? Even if you are doing a lot of networking, people know that you can speak well. People know that you're on time. That is one identity that you have to create. One recognition. How you are being recognized. Are you being recognized for speaking well? Are you being recognized for presenting well? And all this you have to think in a digital perspective. How do you create this recognition and identification in a digital perspective? Because you're not meeting people there. And then how you're building this content so that people can keep coming back to it. We often hear these words, a backlink or a digital link or a content that you might have created or a picture that comes to your mind, a brand story that you're building. But what is it all about? Is it just how your company is maintaining your digital pages? Or is it only your LinkedIn profile? Or is it, if you have a product like Blissfully Yours, is it just your Instagram page? No, it is a mix of everything. It is a mix of whether you're commenting on your friend's profile, whether you're posting about your product, whether you're attending an event and they're posting your pictures. Everything counts as your digital footprint. So whenever somebody is asking you, a lot of times I hear that we are reserved or we are not on social media or sorry, we do not have time for it. It's completely okay. It is completely okay. Maybe you have time for these networking events. Then just make sure you participate enough so that these events are posting about you. Always check for that. Always check the Reciprocity LinkedIn page or an Instagram page to kind of point your picture, to kind of point an interaction. You might have picked up the mic, asked a question. You might have won a debate and got an award. There might be some pictures, some stories somewhere online. That is what a digital footprint is all about. And that is how it is important. A lot of times we feel, oh, digital marketing is not for us. Okay, agreed, accepted. My father, who's 70-year-old, still a businessman, launched a new product, His product is his residential towers that he's creating in Lucknow. No digital footprint, no LinkedIn, no WhatsApp, he uses nothing. And still, both his businesses are working well. But we make sure that whatever, even if he's attending an exhibition, he's attending some meeting, there are places that have mentioned him. That there are people that have mentioned him. We have his company's name all over. So those digital footprints matter. The moment today anybody talks about themselves, we Google it. Hey, okay, let me see, Instagram pe hai kya? LinkedIn pe hai kya? Oh, acha, okay, somebody might have posted about them. Chanda Real Estate, I was Googling. Blissfully Yours, I was Googling. But it doesn't matter if Chanda Real Estate doesn't have their LinkedIn page or Blissfully Yours is still not growing on Instagram. There might be something about Vandana Mehta or the team, right? So that is what we are talking about. Keywords and patterns, identity and recognition, link building and content creation. Any platform footprint. You might have seen these words, powered by WordPress, built with Shopify. Why are we writing this? An app building agency, when takes a permission on Google Play Store for your company's app, they will just simply write powered by Maxworth Impact. Why are we doing this? Because we want that digital footprint to be created so that whenever somebody searches building an app, there is a possibility that this powered by WordPress or powered by Maxworth Impact on Google Play Store might come up. And you might click and see, hey, okay, these people have made these apps and we can go to them. Keyword footprints. These are phrases that are related to you. When you're posting anywhere, your industry, it can be textile, it can be digital marketing, it can be food, anything that relates to your company. It is not necessary that you have your own page, but it is very necessary that wherever you're talking about yourself, please use these keywords. Whatever website you have, whatever LinkedIn you have, even if you're using forums like Quora and Reddit, you go there just for knowledge sharing, please make sure that you're indulging in keywords that are related to you, your industry, your company, and individually you as a person. If I am a book reader, if I am a painter, if I love wearing saris, if I am into handicrafts and artisans, that's my personal interest. But on the professional front, if I'm indulging with these keywords, there is a possibility that somebody into handicrafts and an artisan might be looking for a digital marketing firm. They might be looking for a mentor. Somebody who starts a sari business might be interested, and because I'm so much interested in wearing a sari, my Instagram account might just impress them. Because she wears saris every day, she would understand my brand and business. Let me speak with her. So you are trying to initiate conversations by using your keyword footprints. Again, the link building footprints, as I said, whatever organization you're participating in, I go to an event, I ask a question. Sometimes that photo of asking me a question has been posted. Whenever you're going, you will have to make these efforts. Try and ask people that can we get the event pictures. There is a possibility that you have something already there which you don't have to really work hard for. You've already done your bit. So when we say digital marketing, when we say online presence, it is not always creating a new account. It is not always paying Times of India and the Business Times to give your article. There might be an article that you can comment on. There might be organizations like, maybe I'll take the names later. There is this Instagram account called the Business Press who keeps mentioning women entrepreneurs. Either Women's Day or you can actually go to them and tell them to publish about you. You can actually do this for your digital footprint. It is always necessary. And a platform like this where we are networking today, we've already got it on the plate. If we are 10 people in this room, and today even if I just click a selfie and post it on my Instagram account, I've already created that digital footprint. So that is very important. What platform we are using, we can mention ourselves. What keywords we can use. Actively, we can post about ourselves. Passively, we can see where we are getting mentioned. The digital footprints only matter because every day something new is coming. Why are we following the trends? Why is everybody suddenly posting pictures from Gemini Google Trend? Why is everybody posting pictures like Madhuri Dixit and Deepika Padukone's? Because everybody wants to create that digital footprint. It is not necessary that my mother-in-law or my client who's 70 wants to see themselves in a sari like Madhuri Dixit. It's just that they just want to be a part of that digital ecosystem. So it is very important. It is very important to kind of just touch that. And yes, having said everything that we do not have time, we do not belong to the generation, we do not understand AI, that's completely okay. Even digital marketers like us, we don't understand AI every day. Every day something new is coming in. I also do not have a website of my company. If you ask, does Maxworth Impact have a website? No. But if you Google Anupriya Agarwal Maxworth Impact, you will have a lot of links. You will have a lot of mentions. At least I'm making sure that if somebody is talking about me, somewhere they talk about Maxworth Impact. Or if they're not talking about Maxworth Impact, then probably they're taking my name. Or the organizations that I'm related to. It can be a Fiki Flow, it can be Reciprocity, it can be anything. So wherever I go and if I talk about Reciprocity, that's a digital footprint I'm creating for the team. If Saloni and I meet, we click a picture or we just click something that we like. Both of us have created that digital footprint of the keyword that we have liked. Because of course then that is very relevant in our lives. So as I said, your digital identity is very important. Whether you are a B2B company, whether you are a B2C company. I was working with a manufacturing startup. They were into diesel delivery 5 years ago. They were fabricating Bowsers. They were doing diesel delivery. Now they are into smart tanks. What kind of digital marketing could we do for them? Just a website? Probably the founder's LinkedIn. The founder said, I don't want to do that LinkedIn. But there was some kind of digital footprinting that we wanted to do because it was a new startup. The whole concept was new. So we were only harping upon the word diesel delivery. We were comparing it with Zomato, food, but we were just trying to talk about it. And how we did it was that there was this opportunity that we got in Silicon India. Nobody from the team said that we don't think so, we can pay for the article. It was a small free article opportunity. I took that opportunity. I wrote about IoT revolutionizing diesel delivery, and that now article exists forever with that startup name. As Saroni said that I've done a project for Western Railways. Now how digital footprint works, this is like the best example. Western Railways has been working with some EPC contractors to work to increase the speed of the train system. So the Anshu Mani and many other people have been involved in that project. Now imagine places like Ratlam and Nagada in MP, which have like huge traction systems, all railway lines. What has digital marketing to do with that? Or what has a digital footprint to do with that? They did nothing, just a small thing. When they inaugurated that traction system at that site, we just did a press release for them. We went there, we spoke about it, they invited me, I mentioned the entire team. But they did a small press release, it was a small, this much big article in TOI. But now if you Google Mission Raftaar, Nagada, those digital footprints lie there forever. The EPC contractor's name has been mentioned. They get a video created. So they do not have the permissions also to post it by Western Railways. But if you Google it, people Google it left, right and center, that digital footprint is created. So the whole point is that you have to be sure that you are creating that little digital footprint of yours. It can be through your students, it can be through your kids, it can be through your employees, it can be through anybody. Even if I am mentioning my father's firm and my father is not interested, I'm creating a digital footprint. A lot of times we tend to stop our team members also from posting. A lot of times we don't even talk about it, but please don't do that. Be sure of what is being mentioned, what is being posted, but you will have to do that 5% effort. It's okay not to have your own website, not to have your own LinkedIn accounts, not to have your own Facebook or Instagram. But it's not okay to not have a specific digital footprint. It can be anything. It can be your comment, it can be your article feature, it can be a third-party feature, it can be an interaction with a colleague or a friend, it can be anything. And also it has to be very concise. The keywords what you're using has to be your personality and your industry specific. The links that you're interacting with. If you're interacting with 10 links, 9 can be not related to yourself and your industry, but 1 has to be related. So that you're giving all of us a chance to come back to you with something that we can relate with you. Your industry, your individual personality, your ecosystem.